Hi, I'm the CMO at BrandLife, and today we are talking about who actually needs a DAM. Most companies think that they don't need a digital asset management system until their marketing team starts breaking. Because at first, Google Drive works, Dropbox works, SharePoint works, and everything feels manageable. But then the company grows. Suddenly, nobody knows where the latest logo is. Sales are using outdated PDFs. Marketing is recreating files that already exist. Creative teams are drowning in Slack messages asking for assets. And everybody is wasting time searching for things that they've known that they've already seen before. So the real question isn't who needs a DAM? It's at what point in your company does your brand outgrow basic storage? Let's simplify it. A DAM system, or a digital asset management platform, is essentially the central nervous system of your entire company and all of your brand assets. It's where companies organize, manage, search, control, update, and distribute everything regarding their brand. That includes logos, videos, social media graphics, photography, sales decks, ad creatives, templates, branding guidelines, documents, campaign assets, product images, literally everything. But the biggest misconception is thinking that a DAM is the same thing as a cloud storage. It's not. Google Drive stores files. A DAM system manages a brand. That's a very different thing. So part 2, who actually needs one? Number 1 is growing marketing teams, especially once you have multiple campaigns, multiple departments, multiple contributors, or multiple brands. Because the second that marketing starts to scale, file chaos scales with it. And honestly, most teams do not realize how much time they're actually wasting. They start to normalize the chaos. They normalize. Can someone send me the latest logo? Where's the updated PDF? Which version are we using? Who approved this? And that stuff adds up fast. If your company manages multiple brands, franchises, product lines, or locations, you probably need a DAM because now consistency becomes exponentially harder. One location uses the old logo. One department changes the fonts. One sales team creates their own presentation. One vendor downloads a low-resolution photo from Google. And suddenly, your brand starts to feel fragmented and losing its value. A DAM system creates a single source of truth. So everyone is working from the same approved assets. Creative teams especially benefit from using DAM systems because creatives spend an insane amount of time not creating. They're searching, uploading, organizing, sending links, answering Slack messages, looking for versions. Eventually, the creative flow becomes operational overhead. A good, solid DAM system removes all of that friction, which is exactly what BrandLife is. So designers can actually just design. Remote companies need a DAM system even more because when your team is spread across states, countries, agencies, freelancers, vendors, sales reps, and external partners, you need centralized control. You cannot rely on, I think it's somewhere in the drive. That doesn't scale. Number 5, enterprise organizations. Enterprise companies almost always need a DAM system, not just for organization, but for governance. Things like permissions, approvals, usage rights, expiration dates, version control, security, compliance, and brand consistency. All of that becomes business critical, especially when thousands of assets are being used across multiple departments. The biggest sign that you've outgrown basic storage. Here's probably the easiest way for you to tell if your company needs a DAM system. If your team spends way more time searching for assets than actually using them, you've outgrown your traditional storage. This happens earlier than most people think, usually around the point where marketing grows, content production increases, multiple people touch the brand, or assets start living everywhere. Desktop folders, Slack, Dropbox, Google Drive, email attachments, Canva, Figma, random hard drives. And suddenly no one actually trusts anybody on where the file actually lives. What people get wrong about a DAM. A lot of companies think that DAM systems are just for huge corporations, but that isn't true. And honestly, the earlier that you build an organized system, the easier that scaling becomes. Because fixing that chaos after years of growth is way harder than building good systems early. And with BrandLife, we make it a little bit easier because we make sure that we have an affordable plan that you can grow with. So what is the real value of a DAM system? The real value of a DAM system is not storage. It's operational efficiency, saving time, saving money, reducing friction, protecting your brand, helping teams move faster, and creating consistency at scale. Because branding today isn't just creative anymore, it's operational. And companies that understand that early are the ones to scale the smoothest. So who actually needs a brand system? Honestly, everyone. Especially once your brand starts to outgrow the systems that it's using. If your team is constantly searching for files, recreating assets, using outdated versions, or struggling to stay organized, it might not be a storage problem anymore. It might be a workflow problem. And that's exactly where a DAM system comes in. If you want to learn more about modern brand management, creative operations, AI workflows, how scaling companies are organizing their marketing systems. Make sure to subscribe, follow along for more, and check out BrandLife. See you in the next episode.